Hi there and welcome to episode 2 of building a horror island in Minecraft. So essentially the goal of this series is to play a bit of Minecraft once a week, maybe a bit more, and build the ultimate horror island so that Dylan and I can play some horror Minecraft hide and seek. This is episode 2 and I'm not really sure how long it's going to take to build this phenomenal island that I have in mind, but if you find this interesting and you want to watch the entire process, subscribe and turn on notifications. Otherwise, let's get into this video. Okay, so in the last episode, we pretty much just built like a giant patch of dirt. But for today, I was thinking let's build kind of like the dock where the player will spawn, because I feel like that will make it just feel cool, because then at least the entrance is done and then we can start looking at what else is going to be happening on this island. So I feel like definitely need a wooden dock. Let's do jungle planks, because I don't want it to be too dark where it looks like it's like dirt, you know. So let's build out a nice dock. That should be fine. I kind of want to put a boat there, but no, we can't put like a bed on a boat, because I'm not 100% sure how it's going to work, but I assume you spawn where the boat, or like where your bed is, right? So I wanted to put the bed here, and then this is kind of where you spawn. It's like kind of, you know. Let's put up a fence. I kind of want to end up putting a fence around like the entire just the entire island, so that someone can't accidentally fall off, or you know, accidentally fall off, because it's competitive. It's going to get competitive once we can actually start using the island and actually start playing. I even think in one of the next episodes of our Minecraft review series on this channel, I want to spend like a few minutes or an hour or so making myself a new skin. Because what is this skin that I made the last time I played Minecraft? I think it's time for us to just update this. This is not what I look like, and I feel like we need a more accurate representation. But anyway, let's continue building out our dock. I think this should be fine. There we go. So I feel like this is where we'll start, and then no, maybe like this, so that we can have like a little path. There we go. Now I just need to figure out what we're going to do in terms of this boat, because I really have no idea how I'm going to just like put a bed here. Because I mean, when I search boat, the only boat you can actually get is like one of these, and I don't really think you can put a bed on one of those. So do I build a boat? I guess so. I guess we can build a boat. But then for that, I'll maybe use some of the other wood. Let's search. I think it's planks. There we go. It should be dark. I still feel like for this one we can kind of, there we go. Just take everything out. I don't want to end up being overwhelmed by having too much stuff. So let's start by, I guess, making the boat. There we go. I have no idea how to build a boat, but together we will try and figure this out. I'm gonna have to go underwater, right? Yep, there we go. Making our boat a bit waterproof. I feel like so far this series isn't too entertaining, because we haven't actually started building like the horror elements yet, but I feel like that'll come with due time. Like, you need to build the boring stuff before you can build like the fun, entertaining stuff. So this is all, I feel like, going to be very important. And let me know, by the way, in the comments below, if you guys are actually interested in playing on this map once we're actually done building it, because then I can put it up on our Patreon for free or something like that. But yeah, so far I've been having a lot of fun just building and exploring Minecraft again. So, is this going to be like a double story boat, or is this kind of like, I'm not sure. Yeah, like I feel like we should make it. Like, is this technically fine for the boat? I'm not sure. Like, I don't know if it should be a bit longer, or like deeper, I mean, but this does kind of feel boatish. You know what I mean? So maybe I'll just do it like, that feels like a ship tail, I don't know, or should this rather be that? Yeah, I feel like that looks cleaner. And then I think we need to just make the boat deeper. So I'll build out a bit more. So that, for example, what I think is we hide some supplies, because I assume for the first hide and seek that Dylan and I are going to play, Dylan's going to be kind of the victim and I'll be the serial killer murderer trying to kill him, essentially. But I think in this boat we're going to hide some supplies, you know, so maybe some food, maybe some health, so that if he looks around, he can actually find useful things, you know, to use. So I feel like this is a deep enough boat for now. And then maybe here. Oh, no, okay, that was not there. There we go. Oh yeah, we need to go down. There we go. I feel like I'm gonna have to make the boat deeper. There we go. Oh, we still have a hole in. Is there a hole here? There we go. I have no idea why our boat is... Oh, that can't be it, can it? Why is there still water in our boat? There we go, fixed it. Oh no. There we go, fixed it. Cool, so I feel like we can put some stairs here and then you can kind of come down. I feel like I made the boat too small, guys. I'm gonna have to extend the boat a bit. But the boat can't go under the jetty, which is kind of like, it's a bit annoying. Oh, the current is strong. There we go. I'm just trying to see what would be the best way to do this. Maybe I just make it one block bigger. Like, it doesn't have to be a big boat, I guess. You know, like any boat is a good boat. There we go. Then you can come down here. There we go. Oh, okay, we're gonna have to make it more. Man, I feel like this is kind of like how Minecraft gets you. Like, everything ends up being just so much more effort than you expect. And there we go. I think I've finally made our ship deep enough for us to actually do some ship things, you know? Why is there water coming in? Okay, that's why. Okay, I see it. There we go. This is what we need. Then I just expand it that way. And I think now we've got a pretty solid boat, but I think I forgot to let's maybe just put in a ladder. I think a ladder is probably the safest way to get in and out of the boat. Yes. There we go. And then I feel like the main thing we should put down is obviously the bed. There we go. And then we have to have a chest for a bedside table, obviously. Boom, there we go. And now some torches. Boom, there we go. I feel like we could probably put a torch there, put a torch there. At least just edge it, like light up the entrance, and then the rest is super dark. There we go. Symmetry. And then I think I need fence again, so we can, but I want, isn't there a different color of fence? There we go. Nope. There we go. Because now we can kind of build a ship mast. Like, I feel like all ships need to have like a flagpole, right? That should probably be in the middle. Damn it. There we go. This seems about the middle. No. There's the middle, I assume. There we go. Can we put a banner on that? There we go. Put no, I want two banners on the front. There we go. That kind of looks like a ship, right? I feel like I can, maybe if I expand it like this, I can probably place more banners, and then it looks even more like a ship. I'm so good at Minecraft, oh my god. Why is it not breaking? I think I just flooded the room. There we go. Then we put one more, two, no. Yeah. Cool, so this isn't the most attractive looking ship, but I feel like it's the idea that counts, right? So what else do we think a ship needs? Maybe I should put on like a fence, I guess. Then we put a little gate there. I feel like that would really tie this down well. I shouldn't have removed a chest because I actually really want a chest also on this ship. So I feel like what would be a good place for a chest? Right here in this gap. There we go. How can I forget the stairs? That's probably the most important part. We don't need the bed anymore. Boom, there's the stairs. Yeah, see, I flooded the room. We need to put the bed back. Alright, cool. For some extra decoration, I kind of want to put an armor stand in here as well. I feel like putting an armor stand there in the corner just gives it such a vibe. So essentially this is, I guess, our boat. It's not an attractive boat. It's not... Maybe we should put banners on the back as well. I feel like that might just make it look more tied together. I don't know. What do you guys think? There we go. It still feels like it's lacking a bit, so maybe it needs some torches. I feel like if we put a torch right here, or put a torch right there, then at least it feels like those have purpose, you know. See, and we need... There we go. I feel like this is an alright looking boat. Maybe we need... I feel like we need something more. Maybe I'll take this down. And then maybe a mob head. I feel like that would be cool. Like head. Piglin head. That would look sick. There we go. Oh no, that's skew. There we go. Now that looks cool, I feel like. That's our boat. We're ashore. I don't think there's really much else that we could be adding. Like this might be a bit overkill if I add steps everywhere, cause see, then we're gonna get blocked. I feel like I made the boat a bit too small, unfortunately. But again, this should just be kind of where you're spawning and then you leave and now you're on the yacht or on the deck. Ah, damn, I really wish I actually made the dock a different color now, but I do like how it kind of stands out from the boat, or what we are calling a boat. Maybe this looks nice. I don't know. I'm gonna just try and add some finishing touches to try and make it look cooler. There we go. I do think this is kind of adding like a cool vibe to the boat overall. I mean, did I make it too fat now? But I think the idea comes across that this is totally a boat. No, actually, did I mess it up? Let's take it away. Yeah, I think I messed up the vibe of our boat by doing that, so undo. Don't know why there was just a random block. Maybe I take the mob head away and we put the mob head, can we put it on a spike? Okay, I can put it against a spike. So there we go. No, that looks stupid too. I actually think we might be done with our boat. I feel like let's take a little tour before we end this video. So hopefully the idea is that when a player enters this game... Why am I not falling? Oh, that's why. There we go. hopefully you wake up right here, and then you can start being hunted and trying to escape the horrors of Horror Island, I guess. So yeah, that's about it for today's video. Thank you for watching episode 2 of Building a Horror Island in Minecraft. If you enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe, like this video, and comment down below what should we be building next. I think we're definitely going to spend some time next just building out a path. Maybe we build a path around the whole island and maybe design what we want, because I feel like we might need a volcano or some caves, maybe even a cabin. I don't know. Let us know in the comments below what you'd like us to add to Horror Island next. And thank you for watching this video. We'll see you guys in the next one.